All right, we're live. Awesome. Dunk here. And today I'm going to talk about how, well, I'm going to make a piece of content live because that's what I do here with you, make a piece of content live. And I'm going to talk about how I'm monetizing it. Because are you just making videos for fun? Or are you trying to actually make money doing them? So I am going to quickly just post the link to this live. Go here. Let me just bring up this stuff. I'm going to post this link to this live. We're going live on YouTube, on Facebook, and on X, Twitter. I don't know if you remember Twitter. It's called X now. So let me just double check. I'm paranoid about all this stuff. If I'm paranoid about anything, at least I'm paranoid about... Where is it? It says I'm live. Oh, look at that. Just double check. There we go. There we go. Man, like that looks amazing. That looks amazing. It's working. My paranoia is now gone. I am streaming good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go here and I'm going to go over to YouTube real quick and I'm going to share this out. You could... yeah, I'm going to share this out. And if you could as well, just feel free to share it out. The channel, if you are trying to find the channel, if you are watching this on YouTube or on X or Facebook and you're trying to find this on YouTube, you can just go to this thing where it's all over the place this morning. This is the handle to this channel that I'm streaming on YouTube, youtube.com/@eToolbox. Channel's Entrepreneur Toolbox, but I call it eToolbox because apparently nobody knows how to spell entrepreneur. Little did I know. So I'm going to go there real quick. I'm going to share it out on a couple different places real quick because that's one thing is why would you be talking to a wall? That's one bit of advice. So I got it going live on YouTube. I'm going to share out that YouTube link. It's going to do and I wanted to also, let me just bring up that YouTube link real quick to show you what I'm talking about before it starts. So I got it going live on YouTube. I'm going to share out that YouTube link. It's going to do. Audio loop. Okay. So whenever you're sharing something on YouTube like this. No, where is it? Why am I blind? There it is, right in front of my face. Okay, so when you're sharing something on YouTube, like from a live stream, there's this thing at the bottom right here where it says share. Don't click this because it gives you this weird link that says youtube.com/live and then blah, blah, blah. Just go to the top of the page, grab this link up here. And that's it. You just grab that link because for some reason, this link's fine when you're live, but it acts weird when you post it some places. It doesn't embed everywhere. It's just a better link. Just trust me. So I'm going to go to Gary.club and just let everybody know that we are live. Gary.club is one of the social platforms that I use. It is a community of people that are making money as creators. What do you like in my background today? I figured I'd be a little comic booky today. Got my Wolverine t-shirt. I can't wait for Wolverine 97 or X-Men 97. Excited for that. And then I saw like Aquaman thing in the background. So I'm like, oh, click that Black Manta. That's so cool. Okay, I'm done rambling about that. I'm going to get back on track. So I'm going to hit post. Put the link in there. When be on my live on that post, I could be a little more elaborate than that. I also sent out an email. Yeah, and I'm also going to post it in the Discord. And just so you know, if you wanted to ever jump on these lives and ask me questions, if you are in my AI hub in my Discord, it's kind of like a Patreon, then you could jump in to the live chat, which I need to turn on right now, actually. Oh, gosh. Make it... There we go. Unmute and then remute. Really? I have the elevator music? Oh, start stage. That's how you do it. Live chat. Okay. that elevator music. Cool. Okay, but I'm muted there. But let me know if you are in the AI Hub and you want to chat. Jump up there, and you could come up on audio, ask your questions, but you need to be in the AI Hub in order to ask those questions on audio on these lives. Cool. Okay, let's move on. So I actually already, usually I go through all the different videos that I am editing, and I use a tool called DESCRIPT. And what DESCRIPT does is it pulls all of the content out of your video and creates a closed caption. And it makes it so it's very easy for you to take a big chunk of content and make it, let's just say, easier to manage. So I took a video, and so again, the channel that I'm working on YouTube is this one right here. This one we're working on, youtube.com/@theblockchain. I'll just put up the link on the screen in just a second. So this is the channel that we're working on. And what I do on this one is the way I'm monetizing it, because we're taught that's the whole point of like this video, is how are we monetizing these videos? And I'm monetizing them in a couple different ways. Now, one way is, so when I open up the video, I'm just open up one of the videos, more recent one, pause it, mute it. There we go. So right off the bat, that is a point of monetization where that link comes up. I'm talking about stuff. Gary.club/dunk. If you go to that, that comes to my profile page. But if you went to this page when you were, I should just go to a tab. There's one that I'm not logged into. So when you go to this page, what happens is there is a login page to create a social connector account. And a social connector account is the marketing engine that's behind Gary Club, behind a lot of different people that are building their brand. So what that does is it gives me a way that I can get people to opt in right off the bat. So they go to this link and it brings them to this page basically. But if they need to have a login in order to have any use out of this page. So they go to the page, they log into the page, and when they do that, they get listed as one of my referrals. And if you don't know what goes on Gary Club, what basically is you go over to creators, and myself included, I'm number 9. I know I'm failing. I'm not number 1. I'm gonna get there. We're gonna do it together. But so if I end up right here, I'm number 9, and if somebody wanted to buy this, they could support me, so on and so forth. So, but what the way that it's broken up is there is a secondary royalty basically. Part of it goes to 1.5 goes to the platform, and hey, anybody that has a problem with a platform making money, they need to make money in order to pay the bills, to innovate and create new stuff. So stop complaining. Seriously. Not joking. Stop complaining. Get over yourself. Okay. So 1 second. Okay, so I have that, and when they opt in, 1.5% goes to the platform, and then 1.5 or 7%, up to 7% can go to the creator of this coin, or when they create their create their profile. And if somebody buys and sells it, they get a percentage of the secondary royalties. And if I refer somebody through that link, gary.club/dunk, the one that is on this link, I also have a redirect called that I have. Slap my hand every time I say I have a redirect at getsocialconnector.com that just goes to this, and I send that through Cloudflare to make sure that there's no pings or anything with redirect. So getsocialconnector.com and gary.club/dunk go to the same place, and that's one point of monetization. It sends you to gary.club/dunk, sends them to this page. If they don't, they opt in. And then if somebody happens to sign up and create their coin, build their business, and they do really well, I get 1.5% of every trade going back and forth. Now, if you just go directly to the site, the way it works is that there's a community in that commission. If it's not referred, it gets given back to everybody anyways. So it gets evenly distributed. But if I want to actually make more of a commission based off of other people's efforts, which is kind of like the affiliate marketing way, that I could refer them. And then in this particular case, I'm actually referring them to something that's going to help them succeed. So I'm going to show you this and this. And then, of course, at the end of my video, just so you know, I tell you to go to my Discord server at dunkmedia.club. I don't know why I don't have the ticker right here. I should have the ticker. dunkmedia.club. Come hang out at dunkmedia.club. And then we do this. How about this? There we go. Okay. You get the point. Okay, so now I have those two different monetization methods. And speaking of which, me putting that link on the screen, that is monetizing this live right now. So that's kind of the idea. How would you monetize a live? You have calls to action throughout your videos. You have calls to action throughout your lives, telling people that you know what you're going to do. So cool. And how would you do this with somebody that has no interest in promoting, you know, some Web3 marketing software? You know, like, Jonathan, that's great. You know, I don't want to promote this. I promote this other random tool, or I promote my own product, or I promote blah, 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 blah. Swap these out with whatever you're promoting. So if you're promoting this, you swap it out. And then another thing that you could add in, which I think is very, very important in a lot of these, is to add in an opt-in to an email opt-in. Wherever possible, you could either add it in your description of your video, or you could add it in the video itself, either verbally or put it up on screen as a link. I like these short links. I go to, you know, like Namecheap, grab the short link, send it through Cloudflare and redirect it. And then it's pretty easy. Pretty easy just to have any link that's short and not like those giant long affiliate or landing page links and stuff like that. So it's pretty easy to do that. That's how we are monetizing. So the key is this: calls to action to tell people what to do next in your video. That is it. Calls to action to tell people what to do next in your video. So, okay. So that's basically, I mean, people act like there's this big mystery about monetization with video and actually making profitable videos. So all what I was doing with these videos, just so you know, is I go and I grab a screen capture. You can grab whichever one you want. Now I've used OBS. I've used a whole bunch of different ones, but half the time I'm on a Mac. You can see that from my computer, and I just grab QuickTime. QuickTime is free, comes on it. If you have a Mac, you could do this. Don't vouch. I can't vouch for Windows. I forget if they still have QuickTime. If not, they have OBS. It's free. Works very similar. So my only thing with OBS is it uses more processing power, so it kicks my fan in a little bit, and I want it to stay off. QuickTime doesn't do that. You know, whatever works for you. So what I did, I already went into DESCRIPT, which if you don't know what DESCRIPT is, you can go to Easy. Ooh, got it on this sheet. Go to Easy AI Edits. .com. It will take you to DESCRIPT. Again, that's a point of monetization. I just pointed out, how am I monetizing? I just told you to go to easyaiedits.com. It sent you to DESCRIPT. That's an affiliate link. That's one way that you could monetize your content, just by having those short links. I have a whole bunch that I make them really easy to remember. Easy AI this. So whenever I have an AI tool that I'm recommending, I grab that URL, and you know, something that's relevant, you know, that I think is going to work. It's never, I don't want to ever have the title of the name in it. I like keeping it a little bit more generic, you know, because what if I put a whole bunch of links out there and I decide, think about having the redirects is that I could just send them to a new product if I ever change. So if there's a different AI editing tool that I wanted to promote, I could actually take that link, send it to that instead of to DESCRIPT. Even though I like DESCRIPT, I use DESCRIPT all the time. I can't imagine without it. See, and like their AI actions is kind of funny. I find this kind of funny. So they're saying introducing AI actions. Everybody's been kind of like throwing the word AI onto everything ever since AI became like the big thing. And this is hilarious to me because I love AI, by the way. And to me, AI is it's laughable because it's not really artificial and there's no intelligence. I'm getting off on a rant. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. There's no artificial. It's not artificial and there's no intelligence. It's machine learning. People think that there's AI. There's nothing. It's not AI. It's machine learning. It's not artificial and it's not intelligence. It's just taking what you did and put it into a better form structure. So okay, I'm not going to go down that rant very long. So okay, what I did, I already went down this this morning when I woke up, and I said, you know what, I'm going to start editing a little bit, and I went down a tangent and finished editing the DESCRIPT side of the video that we're going to go through today. But let's go through the second half. So what I do is I go into DESCRIPT, I drop the footage in, I screen captured it with QuickTime, and then I go into DESCRIPT, and then from DESCRIPT, I go into I export it after I've cut down all the footage down to. So I started with this video that I'm going to show you right now. I think it was about 8 minutes when I started. I used these AI actions. Ooh, summarizer. That's a new one that's built in. Cool. So the thing that they have, where is it? Where is it? The actions that they have where it will actually cut down the blank space in between. So if I'm going like that awkward pause right there, if that was being edited, it would have just cut it out automatically. You could say, I say anything that's over 1 second, I like cut out. I like keeping my videos really concise and to the point, and it makes it easier for me to edit it personally. Yeah, so I took that, I exported it. So now I'm left with screen capture with literally just the parts that I want. You could always do things like zooming in, and I do those on videos. If I record them vertically on my phone, say it's something I need to show from an app, and then I want it to be in a 16:9 aspect ratio, I might zoom in a little bit on those, but not anything else. Not on the other ones. I'm just making this as easy as possible. I might do more later, but I'm making it may not sound like that's a lot of work, but there is a lot of work to actually going in and just zooming in every single thing or adding keyframes and everything. It adds a new layer of complexity. It may not seem like it, but it does. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing this, and I'm gonna bring up. Actually, I'm gonna bring up CapCut. So what I do in CapCut, if you wouldn't watch, if you want, you should watch yesterday's video where I show how I'm making like these PFP images, and I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Instead of rambling, I'm gonna open up CapCut so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't got it yet, go to gary.club/dunk, and you want to check this thing out if it will load. But things aren't loading fast enough. There we go. Everything goes so slow. Okay, so what I have going on here real quick, before I get that started here, I'm going to bring up this screen so you can see what I'm talking about, and I'll bring up CapCut while I'm yammering. So one way that another way that I'm making money, and we're talking about monetizing online, is that I am leaning into the Gary Club and the social connector economy. And why is that not? There you go. So one thing I'm doing is I'm doing a raffle. So the way that it works is that I am raffling off 10 tickets. And this is just a fun way that I'm monetizing on my YouTube channel, on this YouTube channel. So I'm showing you how I was monetizing on those edited ones. Now this is something that I'm having fun with. So I utilize that, I have that PFP that I use where I have my white giraffe. And this one's kind of like a retro version of it. And I love pixel art. I love things that are like, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so I love retro. So the way that this works is that this is something that I needed something to give away on these raffles. So I'm also giving away a big prize at the end. You know, it's a more expensive digital collectible like this one, and it's the one that actually gets access to the community that I'm in. Which people could always just turn and sell it if they win something and they don't want it. So just remember that. So what I'm doing is I'm giving away some of these, and each one is, and then you could also mint them for 100 Gary plus the processing fee. It's 101.5 Gary, and you could register and you could take these and just mint them. And what it means is you create the asset, you now own it, and whatever I was doing. So what I'm doing in my live, and I say, if you give me 3 of these, I don't care if I gave them to you during the live in a giveaway, or if you went and minted them, you give me 3, I'll give you another spot on the wheel when I spin until the wheel resets. So you give me 3 of these, and you can give me 9 of them, and I'll put you on there 3 times. You know what I mean? But I don't care if you bought them. I don't care if you earned them. I don't care if you got them in a giveaway. I don't care how you got this digital collectible. As long as it's the real one, you can't just take the image and just send me the image. That's not how it works. It's actually I need the actual one. But if you mint one, send it to me. And then the idea, what I'm doing here is on the next generation. So basically, once this raffle that I'm doing on this live is done, once it's over, I'm going to turn off the mint for this one. I won't mint anymore. You can't mint anymore. Nobody will ever mint any more of this particular one. I think that we have like 8 of them minted so far. I have to double check. I think there's about 8 minted, 8 so far. We have a little bit of time. Maybe we might get up to 20, 30, 40. I don't even know how many, but however many it is. So the faster that people buy the raffle tickets, the faster that people are buying those raffle tickets, the sooner I'm going to be able to turn off this mint. And the sooner that the mint turns off, the less of these that there are. And I'm going to say it right here. So wherever, nobody could ever say that I didn't say this out loud, because, man, I go down a tangent real quick. So nobody could say I didn't say this out loud, but this is what my plan is. And this is what I'm going to do. And so if you want to grab one of these, there's a reason to. So if you want to get into those raffles and you want to, so say you get one of these for 100 Gary, right? So I'm telling you, like, this is what's going through my mind. It may change. This may not, none of this is 100%. But say I take this, and I say it's 100 Gary, and I told you need to give me 3. So when our second edition, retro second edition comes out, when that comes out, you need to give me 3 of those in order to get into, get a free raffle ticket or free spin on. That's the idea that I'm going with. So you need to give me 3 of those as well. But if you give me 1 of these and 1 of those, it's the same thing. So I'm going to count this as 2. So in other words, you could buy this today for 100 Gary and hold on to it and then be part of the raffle next time. And it will give you, it's basically like you just got 100 Gary off. I'm just saying you could do whatever you want. Right now it's 3. You can give me 3 of them in order to get into that raffle. But I want them back. I would love them back because I want some of these. But I do not, like, the only way that they're going to be created is if you mint them or if I mint them just to give away. I'm not keeping a single one of these for myself. Not a single one of these for myself. Not one. I've already sent away the first one, the first mint. That went to Monica because she was the first person that ended up doing the raffle. So she gets the first edition of this project. Cool. So that's just something I'm having fun with. Not everybody needs to do that. It's all good. I'm having fun with it, and it's another way that I'm monetizing. So how am I? Just so it's clear how I'm monetizing. I had something that I was going to give away. Now I just happened to have it before because it was a digital collectible. It's worth about $300. It's not much. You see people doing the same thing all the time where they're like, do this and I'll give away this PlayStation. They get enough engagement. It makes it worth their time. Same thing with me. So in this case, I'm giving away a digital collectible that gives access to a community, so on and so forth. I love it. It's awesome. So let me just double check. Nobody's in. Ooh. 1 second. I just saw I got tagged in. Falling blocks background. Oh, is that? Oh, that was yesterday. Peggy replied to my video from yesterday. Let me just make sure Peggy knows that we're here now. Copy link. Okay, back to it. So yeah, so I took this digital collectible and I created it. I created it and I gamified it in a way so you can buy the raffle ticket, which when I sell enough of those raffle tickets, it's going to give me enough money in order to create. It's going to give me enough money to pay for the asset, so for the thing that I'm doing. So the idea is like the raffle tickets that I sell, they will pay for the raffle as well as any other little things I give away in the raffle. But cool, that's great. I did a raffle and it made me no money. How is that good? I can go buy back the I happen to have the asset already, so I don't have to go buy it in the first place. But or the digital collectible, I can go sell it and then, you know, have the money and sell it. But you know, you get the point. But now I have the money, I can go buy that asset, another one of those assets, and do it the next round, maybe have a little bit of but now the way that I'm actually monetizing it, if you really think about it, is I am selling these. So people are minting these and they can give them back to me. So I just created an additional way that people could do it, but they're not necessarily going to get their name on that board, on that thing, because they're not necessarily going to give them to me yet. And maybe down the road, this person that spent 100, that's going to be a full raffle ticket for them. Maybe, you know, think about it. Maybe it's a full raffle ticket. I don't know. Sometimes I say 3. Sometimes it's going to be 3. Sometimes I don't know. Okay, I'm going to move on. I'm rambling too much. I need to go over to CapCut. Open up CapCut, and it's going to go nice and slow. But but point was that, let me see. There we go. And let me know in the comments if you like these types of videos. Let me know if you are enjoying these lives. Let me know if there is something you want me to go over in these lives. And again, I was just going over how I'm using these digital collectibles to monetize on YouTube. Again, I said YouTube. You could do this on X. You could do this on Facebook. You could do this on anywhere that there is a video platform. And on that note, you really don't even need the video. You could do this same strategy anywhere. But I like video. I like creating video content. I think you like it when I create video content. You better. Okay, so CapCut the thing is bouncing. My computer has been going really slow the last few days. I got to do some sort of like RAM boosting or something. What I did was I created a video to help show you. And again, this is something. So we're talking about monetization methods. This is a strategy that I have. So I'm making a video showing people how to monetize or how to basically take, this is all tokenomics. So I'm making a video showing people how to take their tokens on Radium, swap them into another platform. Ooh, it opened up. Take those videos, swap them on Radium into another platform or into another coin called Drive. Take your Gary, swap it into Drive, and that's external liquidity. How does that benefit me? Now I have I back the liquidity pool, so it benefits me by educating people about the liquidity pool, blah, blah, all that stuff. I also hold a lot of Gary. I hold a lot of Drive. It educates people about both those things. That's monetizing it. It's making the value of those potentially go up, not 100%. And then I also get passive income from the rewards and trading fees on Radium. So there's a whole slew of things that I could be making, and that's part of my reason. So in addition to me promoting my Gary.club link in those videos, my email opt-in, as well as my Discord, I have all of those things in the background that could benefit me but they also could benefit other people too. But that's one reason, so I can make a video and not actually feel like it has to be about that. So, okay, I need to look and see these real quick. I need to search for the right video that has all the. This is the one that I want. I'm just duplicating. Remember, I duplicate a lot of these videos. I just duplicate the project, and now that is opened. I'm just going to share that screen. There we go. Okay, so now I'm up on CapCut. Oh, this is not the right one. Look what I've done. Okay, wrong one again. I was wrong. This one's the right one, I think. There we go. Hopefully this is the right one. So, yeah, this is the one that I was trying to find. Well, let me share that again. So what I'm going to do is I want to show you how quickly I can do this stuff. All what I did earlier was I cut it down. Now I have this video right here. I'm going to throw in a couple of these ones that I don't have. So I have an update. There we go. Adding a few PFPs that I didn't have yet. This weird one. Oh, these are weird. Okay. So now what I could do is I could just take this video that I have downloaded, how to swap Gary, should I say to, into. What I've done. Okay. So I'm just changed the name. So I'm just going to go through this real quick. I'm using CapCut, just so you know. I drop that video, how to swap Gary into Drive on Radium. You could do this on Social Connector as well, but the reason why I doing it on Radium is because it is, you do this on Radium. Oh, that's much shorter than the other video too. You do this on Radium. It is external liquidity. And it's a good way to have another way for the liquidity on Social Connector to be rotating. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the music in the background. I'm going to go through this real quick. My video, again, it's only like 2 minutes long. It's not going to take me long to go through this. And then I take these clips, these motions I created these little animations, and whichever one is appropriate, I drop them in here. If I need to create a new one, I create a new one. Boom. Okay, let's do this. Pause, music. Cool. And I got the, the background. The background, it was, I was feeling, so I'm wearing, here, I'm wearing my, you're asking about my background. So I'm wearing I put on a comic book t-shirt today. And I said, you know what? I got to go a little bit comic booky today with my look. So I decided that is that's Aquaman's bad guy. That's Black Manta. So that's his eyes and his trident in the background. So yeah, it's like Stingray-ish, but it's more, he is kind of like a stingray. He's a manta. So, I'm just having fun. So that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Did I get too nerdy? Maybe I got too nerdy. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, Manta Ray. There you go. Okay. It's getting quiet in here without that background music. I got to get that up. Otherwise, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Brought that back up. So now we're going to go through this real quick. I have some music. You can always change the music. Now back over at Ray. You can say I'm being lazy and not swapping the music out. Oh, and I want to make sure that this actually was a little bit off on its size. So now I just watched through this. Usually this first one is pretty good. This is one of my older ones, so I might have made some tweaks, but I just drag this over. My computer doesn't want to lag on me. Ooh. Cuckoo. My phone is ringing, but I thought I was on airplane mode. The computer is on airplane mode, but not my phone. Dunk here. Today I wanted to show you how you could swap Gary into Drive on the external swap Radium, so you don't need to do it in Social Connector. If you don't have a Social Connector account yet, you should get one, and you should get one at getsocialconnector.com. So in this one, I also said Get Social Connector. So this says Gary. This is the same link, but I like .com. Yeah, you should get one, and you should get one at Get. I can just paste that there. Creators. It is an awesome platform. Connector account yet is complete. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. Do it in Social Connector. If you don't have a Social Connector account yet, you should get one. You should get one at getsocialconnector.com. It is an awesome platform. So I'm going to just change this animation to mix it up a little bit so it looks different. I don't know why everything's just going so slow on this computer today. I'll make it a little bigger. I also need to change the text, so we should do that first. There we go. Make it a little smaller. There we go. Boom, boom, right in the middle. Dunk here. Today I wanted to show you how you could swap Gary into Drive on the external swap Radium, so you don't need to do it in Social Connector. If you don't have a Social Connector account yet, you should get one, and you should get one at getsocialconnector.com. It is an awesome platform that helps creators make money in Web3, and it is completely built on Gary Coin. And let's find another good one right here. Solana eyes. And it is completely built on. I usually line things up to in Web3 words, and say. It is completely built on Gary Coin. And one of the tokens that's also on that platform is Drive. I also have a token called Dunk, but Drive has an external liquidity pool. First, you need to make sure that you have a Phantom wallet or some other type of confirm. So we have our Phantom wallet CTA right here. It's probably going to work just as good. Let's check it out. Over at radium.io, we're going to click Launch App, and it is going to launch this app right here. And up here in the top right corner, we should already have our Phantom wallet or another compatible wallet installed in our browser, as well as our let's see how this compatible Solana wallet. And you need to have Gary Coin and Drive Coin in that wallet. You need to have a little bit of Solana in your wallet in order to cover. Maybe a little earlier. That you have a the tokens that's also on that platform is Drive. I also have a token called Dunk, but Drive has an external liquidity pool. First, you need to make sure that you have a Phantom wallet or some other type of compatible Solana wallet, and you need to have Gary Coin and Drive Coin in that wallet. You need to have a little bit of Solana in your wallet in order to cover gas fees. So now back over at radium.io, we're going to click Launch App. Let's go retro. I want to keep using my retro friend. Look at that retro guy. I love this guy. I think it's one of my favorite, like, it's one of the favorite things. When something just works out, you're just happy, you know? Ooh, okay. And it is. So I like to add a little bit of other way. And since this was this on this side. Oh, it's fine. Medium.io. We're going to click Launch App. and it is going to launch this app right here. And up here in the top right corner, we should already have our Phantom wallet or another compatible wallet. So from here, again, find your beginning point, hit the little tiny triangle. I just do all of the positions. And then we find our endpoint, go one frame earlier. And then I could just make it a little bigger. Move over here, maybe a little to the right. Maybe I'll fix that orientation by 1. Move this sucker up to as high as possible. And then we can just go like this. Launch this app right here. And up here in the top right corner, we should already have. And now I see this. I want this actually to be a little bit more angled at the beginning. So I can go back to that first frame. Okay, yeah, I want it to be a little angled. To launch this app right here. And up here in the top right corner, we should already have our Phantom wallet or another
Such a simple
wallet
thing
installed in our browser.
That's it.
As well as our Gary, Solana, and Drive in our wallet. Hit Connect Wallet. And I'm going to pick Phantom.
Not too
Once
nerdy.
we are connected, I'm going to
thank
switch
you.
this to
Thank
Gary.
you, PF.
And if it doesn't show up, you just need to search for it.
Not too
I'm gonna switch
nerdy.
the other one to Drive. And since
Oh, and I have a good one right here for Drive. Like I have this one here for Drive. I'm going to use this one again. It was fun. Oop, shoot. Look at this. This is going to be so good. You're going to be like, oh, God, I'm glad that you saved that, Jonathan.
Drive. And since this is a new token, and I'm going to pick Phantom. Once we are connected, I'm going to switch this to Gary. And if it doesn't show up, you just need to search for it. Then I'm going to switch the other one to
You had to say Drive, and look what would happen.
Phantom. Once we are connected, I'm going to switch this to Gary. And if it doesn't show up, you just need to search for it. Then I'm going to switch the other one to Drive. And since this is a new token, you're always going to get this warning. You're going to need to click Confirm. And remember, nothing is financial advice. I'm just showing you
That
what I'm doing.
so good with
Gary
Drive. Guy
Drive.
driving by right
it shows
there.
that I have
So good.
371 and change Gary in my wallet and 38 Drive. So if I wanted to say 20 Drive, it shows that I have 371 and change Gary in my wallet and 38 Drive. So if I wanted to say 25 Gary worth.
Like this one. Let's take this over here. Somewhere over here. And then where's this one? This guy's fun. Let's make sure he ends up in this one. We don't need tears. Tears of laughter, maybe. Of joy.
This to Gary. And if it doesn't show up, you just need.
So now I'll make sure that I have this. So I drop that animation there.
I'm going to get a pop-up from Radium right here. And it is going to show that I'm going to take 25 Gary, swap it into Drive, and there's going to be a small network fee. And one thing that I always do is I always double check that it has the right website right here. It says radium.io to make sure that I am signing what I think that I am signing. So when I'm ready, I'm going to hit confirm, and it's going to swap the coin in my wallet. Scroll down here to where it says Drive and scroll down, and I could see that I had a swap from 25 Gary into 5.69 Drive. And if you so that is how you swap your Gary into Drive on external.
So this one, I just need to, I'm going to move it over to the side a little bit, maybe make it a little smaller. Doesn't need to be as featured. Let's see how that looks.
Ecosystem, as well as contributing to the liquidity pool itself. So that is how you swap your Gary into Drive on.
And I know I'm a little OCD about where everything sits, but
so that is
you
how
don't have to
you
be
swap your Gary into.
See that enough to make me OCD, but maybe not you. Maybe you're not as OCD as me.
Pool itself. So that is how you swap your Gary into Drive on an external liquidity pool outside of Social Connector. And that's what this is really all about, decentralization. And again, my name is Dunk. If you do not have a social.
Yep. And then
grab one at getsocialconnector.com. If you do not have a social connector account, you should grab one at.
So there's this, getsocialconnector.com. Put it right there. We lengthen this until here. So zoom in a little bit so we see everything. I'm just going to lengthen this to the end. Then I'm going to change it to
socialconnector.com. And if you are not in my Discord yet, you should be hanging out with me. And if you are not in my Discord yet, you.
So I just changed this to my Discord URL, dunkmedia.club. If you are not in there, and then this could be a little bigger. And the idea right here is that this is going to be the kind of like the very end card.
You should grab one at getsocialconnector.com. And if you.
This could be a little bigger. See how this looks
at getsocialconnector.com. And if you are not in my Discord yet, you should be hanging out with me in my Discord at dunkmedia.club. Can't wait to see you over there. How's it go?
Okay, so I got everything that I need. I grabbed the ones that I wanted from here. Happy with everything. I got a whole bunch of them. Now I could just grab this stuff. What's this?
Gary.club/.
So I could delete most of these things. Delete that. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Looks like I have a little sliver right here that needs to be deleted. And then cut here. And then I know this is going to be shocking, but it looks like all what we need to do is just watch it and make sure it looks good. And then we hit the magical export button. I know. It's cool. I'm excited too.
You need to have
I got to listen to it from the beginning.
Dunk here. Today I wanted to show you how you could swap Gary into Drive on the external swap Radium, so you don't need to do it in Social Connector. If you don't have a Social Connector account yet, you should get one, and you should get one at getsocialconnector.com. It is an awesome platform that helps creators make money in Web3, and it is completely built on Gary Coin. And one of the tokens that's also on that platform is Drive. I also have a token called Dunk, but Drive has an external liquidity pool. First, you need to make sure that you have a Phantom wallet or some other type of compatible Solana wallet, and you need to have Gary Coin and Drive Coin in that wallet. You need to have a little bit of Solana in your wallet in order to cover gas fees. So now back over at radium.io, we're going to click Launch App, and it is going to launch this app right here. And up here in the top right corner, we should already have our Phantom wallet or another compatible wallet installed in our browser, as well as our Gary, Solana, and Drive in our wallet. Hit Connect Wallet. And I'm going to pick Phantom. Once we are connected, I'm going to switch this to Gary. And if it doesn't show up, you just need to search for it. Then I'm going to switch the other one to Drive. And since this is a new token, you're always going to get this warning. You're going to need to click Confirm. And remember, nothing is financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. But now I have Gary and Drive. It shows that I have 371 and change Gary in my wallet and 38 Drive. So if I wanted to say 25 Gary worth of Drive, it would calculate right here, show that I would get 5 in Drive. It would show any impact on the liquidity pool. And then when I click swap, I'm going to get a pop-up from Radium right here. And it is going to show that I'm going to take 25 Gary, swap it into Drive, and there's going to be a small network fee. And one thing that I always do is I always double check that it has the right website right here. It says radium.io to make sure that I am signing what I think that I am signing. So when I'm ready, I'm going to hit confirm, and it's going to swap the coin in my wallet. Scroll down here to where it says Drive and scroll down, and I could see that I had a swap from 25 Gary into 5.69 Drive. And if you're swapping from Gary into Drive, you could take that Drive, spend it on a whole bunch of different things in the Drive ecosystem, as well as contributing to the liquidity pool itself. So that is how you swap your Gary into Drive
on an external liquidity pool outside of Social Connector. And that's what this is really all about, decentralization. And again, my name is Dunk. If you do not have a Social Connector account, you should grab one at getsocialconnector.com. And if you are not in my Discord yet, you should be hanging out with me in my Discord at dunkmedia.club. Can't wait to see you over there. And boom, that is done. But one thing I did notice is, oh, no, I didn't notice that. That was not part of that. Okay, cool. Okay, we're done. I'm going to hit export, and I am going to send this over. It's going to check the copyright in there, and I'm going to turn on some background music because I can't stand the sound of quiet. It's too quiet. How do we feel like? Is this a daydream? No, not rock. I should put some of my own music in here. I ordered a bunch of lo-fi music off of Fiverr a while back. I own it. I should use my music. Dance pop. Let's see about that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hit export, and then that's it. We're exporting the video. I don't have to share this anymore. Cool. Okay. Yeah, and that's basically, I've created a piece of content for my channel. It's monetized. I monetized it in multiple ways with different links. And again, it was pretty easy to put together a screen capture. This is too loud in my head, maybe. Maybe it's not too loud for you. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was and that's all I did. I created a piece of content. I strategically put links in it. I have calls to action, just like I'm doing in a live. It's the same exact thing. I have a call to action, and I'm giving a service, basically, giving something that's going to help them. So now, making one video on a thing is not necessarily going to make all your money, all your monetization. You want to, like, if you, like, for instance, I'm making a lot of videos about Social Connector, Gary Club, and Draft Tower, because one of my goals with that channel is I want that channel to be an authority in all three of those things. So when somebody thinks I need some information about Social Connector, like, you see people do this all the time with things like ClickFunnels. That's actually one of the first things that I kind of got involved with, where people would be marketing this marketing software, and people would promote ClickFunnels, and they would make content that help. Oh, today there you go. They would make content, make sure that you're successful with that software, and then people would know, oh, anytime I need to do something with ClickFunnels, I'm going to go to this person's channel or this person's content, because they're the person with the answers. So what's going to happen, or at least what I'm working towards, is that this channel will be the hub where everybody that wants an answer goes to. And as that community grows, as Gary Club, Social Connector, and the Draft Tower, and My Economy, and all this starts to grow, I'm an authority in that space. Now, you don't have to do it with what I'm doing. Maybe you have a completely different set of interests. Maybe you don't want to talk about Web3. Maybe you don't want to talk about creating content. I enjoy talking about that stuff because, especially, I'm really enjoying this format because I'm able to create content while I'm creating content. It's like, and I get to, and one thing that people have told me is, like, just show me what to do. And this is kind of me showing you what I'm doing. And that, that's giving value to this channel. But then I'm able to create my authority in the niche that, in a niche that I'm growing in on another channel, but it's edited content. It's simple content. It's simply created content. It's nothing complicated. It is not complicated whatsoever to do these videos. And I know, like, people say, oh, well, you've been doing it a long time, you don't get it. It's not complicated to do this stuff with the current, like, I'll tell you, like, 20 years ago, yes, complicated like crazy. But using tools like DESCRIPT, using tools like CapCut, using tools like 11 Labs for voiceovers, things like that, the game has really changed. So everybody is able to do it. And on top of everything, I say this over and over again, this thing is cell phone. Anybody that says that they do not have the tools to create content needs to just sit back and reassess what they have access to. You just need to sit back and reassess, because this thing is a film studio. I don't care if you got an iPhone, whatever, blah, blah, blah. As long as it's, something that's not, maybe I'll give you a break if you have like the first iPhone or the second one or the third. Like those, once you got to the fourth iPhone, that's where there was like a big game changer as far as it becoming a content creation machine like for video and media. So if you have any phone that is 10 years old or less, you have everything you need to do. Like 10 years, 10-year-old phone, you could do this with. I'm not even exaggerating on the time. So do not tell me that you cannot create content, because you have everything you need for it. And again, just as a reminder, when you're doing the raffle, there's a link in the description. You can go grab a ticket. I believe it's $275 for a raffle ticket. And if you've already purchased raffle ticket and you want a second one, let me know. It's set to one person per wallet, but I could probably, arrange something if you wanted to add a second one. But I'm only selling 10. That's not going to add an additional one. I'm only selling 10 of those raffle tickets. Then the other thing that you could do, close this real quick. The other thing that you could do, you can go also link in the description of the video on YouTube, is you could always just go and grab one of these digital collectibles for our first edition of our retro first edition dunk. I'm going to be giving some of them away on the live during the spin giveaways. Boop, boop, there you go. I'm going to be giving away some of these on our lives. But if you want to guarantee that you're going to have one, you can go ahead and mint one down below. And again, that like I was talking about monetization methods, those are several different monetization methods that I am monetizing a live stream outside of YouTube, outside of X, outside of Facebook. I'm streaming to all three of those places, but none of those three places are like, I've made money with the raffle. I've made money with selling this digital collectible, which is related to the raffle right now. And none of that money came from YouTube. None of that money came from Facebook. None of that money came from X or Twitter. None of it. But I made money. So you do not need to wait until you're monetized on a platform. You do not need to wait until you actually have enough, followers to monetize. Start monetizing day one. There are creative ways to monetize on your channel. There's creative ways to monetize wherever you are creating content outside of a platform that says you could make money here. I was making money on Clubhouse, like right when it opened. I was making offers and sales because you did not wait for Clubhouse, which they never did, by the way. They never actually released a real monetization method for people built in, a true one. Tips are not monetization. So, but they never did that, and we were able to monetize there day one. And I spent many years on that platform creating content. And because I monetized off the platform, when they changed things, I could just move on and not have to worry about the platform being my bread and butter. Cool. All right. On that note, I'm going to wrap up today's live. I try to keep them to roughly an hour because I need to get work done. You need to get work done. If I go over, it's okay, but try to keep it to about an hour. But cool. All right. Again, jump into my Discord at dunkmedia.club. There is a ticker at the bottom right there. It says dunkmedia.club. If you do not have Social Connector yet or are not in Gary Club, I highly recommend you at least check it out. I mean, go check it out. And if you create a creator coin, let me know in my Discord. Let me know during these lives that you've done it. Hey, maybe even if you did it live while we're on a live, let me know. Maybe I'll go, show people how to go and grab a creator coin if you let me know. But yeah, I'm here to support you, and I'm here to help you create an income online with in creative ways. Creative ways. Don't wait for the platform to actually pay you. Never wait for a platform to pay you. They don't want to pay you. So why are you going to wait for them to pay you? Cool. All right. I will see everybody in the next live. And don't forget to ring the bell, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be tomorrow. I am committing to streaming every day in December, every single day in December, even if it's a short stream. I've been playing around with some cool things. Maybe I'll try one for my phone one day because I was trying out some stuff just to see how it would work. Not that I actually really want to go live from my phone all the time, but It's an option. What if I'm not at home and I don't have my computer? I said I'm going to go live. I don't want to lie to you, so I'm going to show you how I did that. All right. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Dunkmedia.club. Dunkmedia.club. Gary.club/dunk. See you in the next one. Boy.